Welcome to the Man Cave, another episode of the Man Cave where we give our opinions on just about our thing. Uh Happy New Year, brothers. Welcome to a new year, our first podcast of the year.
Same
And
to you, big cuz. Same to you.
thank you,
Happy New
sir.
Year.
Thank you, sir. And this boy got Lysol right next to him. But what he just told us makes that Lysol so funny. Anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
So anyway, we wanna welcome all our viewers. Say Happy New Year to you guys because this is our first opportunity saying that to you guys. But hey, look, I want to start off this. Oh, well, let me introduce y'all in case nobody know you. Brother Kelly said he'll drop in when he can, but he said that he has something to do and he'll drop in if he can. So be safe, Brother Kelly.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I want to make this one kind of light, a light show for the new year and all that. Keela B says, "What up, though?"
What up, though? What
Say
up,
it with your
though?
chest. Say it with your chest.
Hey! That's the lady we talking about, man.
Say it with her chest.
You don't say it with that chest, man.
He just so out of touch.
She can put some bass on her voice.
Hey!
Just go back to the introduction, cuz. God
Right.
bless.
Yeah, man.
Chris Tucker in the house. What's up, sir?
What's up, bro?
All right, so we want to keep this light. So the new year came and we lost a ton of people, man. Did you guys realize how many people we lost in 2022? It was a lot of people. I mean, it's a lot of people any year, but I just noticed it just seemed like it was a lot of people famous that passed away. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
most recently, did you guys know that Lisa Marie Presley died?
Yep.
And who the hell is that?
That's Elvis's daughter.
His only daughter, his only child.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shit.
Hey, did you know that Bob McGrath died?
I knew that too.
I didn't hear that and didn't give a shit, but yeah, okay.
What about Lamont Dozier?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, from Dozier Holland Dozier or Holland Dozier Holland.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, he died this year.
That.
Did not know that.
What about Nichelle Nichols?
Yeah, definitely knew that.
Yeah. Anita Pointer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
Coolio.
Yep, knew that.
Definitely know the Coolio. He had said some shit they didn't like.
Bernard Shaw.
Yep, knew that. They did a big old thing on CNN for him.
Yeah.
Bernard.
Kirstie Alley.
I was a huge fan of hers, bro.
Yeah.
She did a couple movies that made me laugh.
Yeah, I was a big fan of her.
Back in the 80s.
Pele.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Brazilian great soccer player.
Yeah. Barbara Walters.
Oh, Barbara Walters.
I was a huge fan of hers too.
I didn't know she was 90 something.
Yeah, I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Been talking shit to grown white men for 50 years.
Yeah, she didn't care. Her tongue was unlimited when it came.
She said some shit to Kim Jong-un, whatever his name was. She was about to get tore up.
Yeah. Mary Alice.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah. Remember this guy, Fred Hickman?
I do remember him.
Yeah. Sports guy. He used to work in Detroit.
Yep, I remember him.
Yeah.
I don't remember the Fred.
Yeah. You remember Tom Bell?
I didn't know he died.
Yeah. Wrote all them songs for the Philadelphia Sound.
Yep, I didn't know he died.
Yeah, he died.
Didn't know that.
And my girl, Irene Cara, man.
Oh, that was my girl too, bro.
Yeah, man.
What y'all salivating for? Damn.
Hey, that was
that was a beautiful woman, huh?
That's a beautiful girl, man.
What did she do? Sing, dance?
What did she do?
You
She's
don't
like
know
the face of fame, man.
She's one of them fame girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Ray Liotta.
I was a fan of his too, though. The Godfather movie. Yeah, I was a big fan of him.
Yeah. Mr. Sidney.
Yeah,
The
48.
legend. The legend.
The black man who kept black men.
Yeah,
The legend. He was a legend.
Yeah. And Bill Russell.
Another legend.
He finally went on over, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw him at a game.
Really?
Last year.
So
too.
So the new year kind of did that to us, man. And so we're gonna do this little icebreaker and talk about what you guys are planning for this year. We already know what Damon doing. Damon is Michael Jackson. He leaving the Jacksons. He leaving us. hey, Art. He Michael, man. I'm Tito, you Jackie. We just back here dancing, and Mike finna go solo.
Why the hell I gotta be Tito? I mean Jackie. Why can't I be Jermaine, punk?
Well, Jermaine left before Mike, so
there you go.
So with me, I'm Marlon, you Jackie.
I'm Randy. I'm Randy. The Jackie old as hell. He was the oldest one. Jackie was 35 years old up there dancing around with fucking 8-year-old Mike.
Hey man, Jackie got paid though. So
yes, he did.
So what you got planned, Damon?
Well, I'm starting the podcast or chopping it up with D-Ron, do a virtual barber shop experience. I came up with that name. I got to give her credit on that. That was a nice name. But, it starts next month.
Yeah,
I'm still with the fellas. She's saying Mike is leaving. I ain't doing the Thriller and Human Nature and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still love my cousin.
Because if you leave,
we still gonna do what we do. I'm
gonna come to your house.
I'm not setting up with his Stephen Grant eyes. They got big like Clarence Williams III.
Kick that ass.
I'm not studying him with his eyes getting big. It don't matter.
Hey, fuck around, leave us. I'm coming to
we doing some things, man. I'm actually excited about doing it because after getting a taste of this in your mouth, man, it gets fun, and it's like you want to continue to do things. And my wife was like, "You really good at it, so why not try it?" And I said, "Yeah, why not?" So certain things I like to, we can talk about. It's almost similar to what I do here. It's just more talking in a podcast tone, whereas this is we talking and we doing more communication and acknowledging the people coming on. So I'm looking forward to doing it, and family doing things, because like I say, my wife is doing some big things herself, and proud of her getting a TV show. So I'm looking at 2023 for all of us to be in a great year.
Yeah, man, for real. This is a year of preparation.
Yes, indeed.
I got really like some huge stuff coming. Hey man, I'm just letting y'all know, man. This 2023 started for me real good. Actually, the end of 22, I had a little cracky smile on my face.
I know you did. Thank you.
Got you some lady sugar.
I appreciate the congratulations.
What is he talking about?
He's a weird dude, man.
You got you some lady sugar.
What in the world are you talking about? Anyway,
do you see this guy? Kisses all in the dang on screen. The man is crazy.
Them wasn't kisses.
Hey, what do you got planned? What is he?
He crazy, man.
Yeah. So whatever you got planned,
tell him to say it with his chest.
What do you got planned for 2023?
Shit, tax season.
Okay, so look, our topic today is how men operate, right? We men, okay, let me get some shouts out first. Shouts out to Keela B, of course, Chris Tucker, Maddie Wiggins. What's up, Matt? Kimberly Glenn. Y'all remember Kimberly, right?
Hell no.
Your tone, Art. Your tone.
Yeah.
That she's the one who said that.
Yeah.
I definitely remember her.
Okay.
I never get her.
That's Kimberly Glenn.
Yeah, I know who she is. I'm just playing game.
Yeah. Okay. And Chris said his group just should be involved in our success. So in other words, everybody getting new podcasts, so invite them on there.
Okay.
Okay.
I need him to write me a song. I need him to write me a song for tax season.
All right. So look, I'm gonna run a couple of scenarios down to you guys.
Okay.
and you just give your opinion. But I think these scenarios match how men operate, right?
Yep.
All right. Scenario number one, and I'm opening up to everybody to comment on the comments too. So let's just say you guys are married. Your wife get an offhanded pass from a guy at her job. Offhanded, probably didn't. What up, Joe?
Joe.
Offhanded pass, right? The guy shot a pass at your wife. They've been working together for years. No big deal, I guess. So she comes on and tell you this dude then hit a pass at me. But I handled it. I don't think he's gonna do that no more. He found out he was wrong. So in a man's world, your wife tells you that, right? And then she tells you she handles it. Are you okay with her handling it? I mean, you have confidence that she did handle it, but does it stop there with you, or does it continue? Tell me how men operate.
Well, we're gonna be down to one income.
What do you mean? Oh, she finna quit?
Sorry. You fucked that job up, didn't you? Yes, you did.
Bro, she told you she handled it.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I got to go see him.
Boom. I mean, oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
I got to go see him then, because it's like, okay, now I'm uncomfortable. And you know she married. She been there 33 years. Yeah. You know she married. Mm-hmm. You feeling yourself today. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you just felt like you could. Maybe somebody made you feel like you could. Maybe somebody put a little birdie on your shoulder saying, you can holler at me if you want to.
Okay, let's not make that let's not make that a scenario. It's just a guy shot his shot.
I gotta go see that nigga. Fear. I gotta go see him. I'm gonna catch him at lunchtime too. I'm figuring out where he gonna be at lunch. I'm gonna roll up on him.
She said she handled it.
Okay, fine. She dealt with it like she deal with it where she at. Now I got to deal with it like I deal with it where I'm at. Because I don't care what you say. It ain't the same protection. I'll leave it at that.
Really, Art? Really?
It ain't the same level of protection.
So tell me, go deeper with that. Expound. It's not the same level of protection.
Usually, whenever I say some shit, or whenever I do some shit, it lasts.
It lasts?
It lasts. Put it like this. I don't ever do shit that don't last. Mm-hmm. I don't buy shit that don't last. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get your money out of it. So why buy some shit that just look good and don't work? Mm-hmm. Right? So the things that I do are things that work and they last, and they're always there. There is no this is getting old. Mm-hmm. To my like certain foundations or whatever. You did what I'm saying. So this is how I am. So shit, when it comes to that, I gotta lay down a certain foundation at last.
So are you saying that when you step to the guy, he will understand a closed door a lot clearer because it's man to man?
Yes, he will. And it's gonna be more so man the machine. In a way. Because you're trying to be funny. You playing games. You know she married. Mm-hmm. You're trying to be funny. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really messing with her. You're messing with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's the thing right there. You messing with me. So, that level of, I'm really feeling that statement you said is not the same level of protection. That's a golden statement right there. What about you, Damon?
Well, in the instance that if my wife feel like she took care of it, I'm gonna take that into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. Just out of the love and respect for her, my feeling of taking care of it may be different than hers, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm going to address the situation where I feel like not only she's comfortable, I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Because no disrespect to my wife or to your woman or whatever, because you said something to the man and you feel like you've taken care of it. A lot of times, especially if that man is aggressive, that means nothing to him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna, she just saying that right now. I keep she'll break if I keep hollering at her.
Yep. She's just playing hard to get.
Right. She's just playing hard to get right now.
I mean, and she could not be playing that damn hard neither. This is why you have to handle it. So you know exactly what's going on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Believe what your wife say, but damn it, you God damn it.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I mean, you can't be that fool. You can't be that fool.
I agree. Or what I'm saying,
but go ahead though. My bad.
You're not wrong, Art. You're not wrong. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of a woman though, and we have women on here. There's a part of a woman that wants to not involve her mate. She wants to feel like she's done something that she feels, well, since I told him, you ain't got to worry about that. That's not a man's nature. You don't see a male lying when the female come up and say, whatever go down, he ain't sitting there just chilling. If he feel like he got to bring his body weight and his masculinity into the fold, that's exactly what he gonna do.
That's what he gonna do.
So it's not the fact that I don't believe or trust that she can handle it. Mm-hmm. It's more so if I feel like I did my part in handling it and she's comfortable and I'm comfortable, then to me it's handled. Mm-hmm. Unless the dude is an idiot and he want to take it further.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, baby, you took care of it. Okay, well, let me see what's going on this end. Do I need to pull up? No, you don't need to pull up. Translation, I need to pull up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I need to see what's happening. Because if I pull up and she did exactly what she told me she was doing, she walking off and cuz still, okay, it's time for you to get out the car. What's happening, big dog? Didn't she tell you she was married? That's what a man, most men gonna do. They gonna step up. That adrenaline and that protection kicks in even with the smallest guy.
That's how we built.
That's how we built.
Yeah. So Keela says, so should the woman stop telling her husband stuff that happens like that?
No.
Look. Why do women always go to this extreme measure when it comes down to what we do as men? Mm-hmm. Right? Why does it always have to be, so she can't say nothing to him?
That's not what we saying.
What?
It's more so saying we rather you tell us because we have to protect what's ours.
You must tell us because the danger that you perceive is not the danger that we perceive.
Boom.
And you don't see what we see, especially dealing with another man.
Exactly.
And you might feel like you a grown woman and you done seen niggas act like this and act like that and blah, 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 blah. But there's no way for you to correct a man if you are not a man. I don't give a fuck.
I'm going to be hated by a lot of women when I say this. And I'm going to say it. I just don't care. This day and age, the independent woman, the strong woman, have ruined what a man's job is.
Yes, sir.
What you're doing, ladies, I know you don't want it, and I'm just gonna say it. It's the truth.
Preach, Damon. Preach it.
What you're doing is you really don't realize you're emasculating men, and you're making men feel like they can't do anything because I don't need no man to do this. I don't need no man to do that. I can take care of myself. But as soon as something really, really, really happens, you looking at us. Why didn't you do? Why didn't you say? Why didn't you? Didn't you say you didn't need us? So now you putting us in a box. You putting us in a place where we can't be ourselves as protectors. God put us on this earth to be provision, protection, pleasure giving. All that was laid upon a man for his woman.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're taking it. I don't need no man. I can do this. I can do that. You can't have it both ways. Either you gonna be a woman. Nobody is stopping you from trying to accomplish anything in your life, but you can't emasculate the man in the process of trying to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Let me add on. Let me add on to that. You can't. You say that you can't emasculate the man, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it like this. You can't figure yourself to be on a man's level.
Uh-oh. They coming for you.
That's fine and dandy. Come one, come all. But think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where in nature is the female on the male's level?
I mean,
right?
We're two different levels.
All I'm saying is that a man is going to deal with things at a different level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you got like a strong-minded woman who thinks that him dealing with things like he deal with things is not how he need to deal with things, you just taking it from him.
Mm-hmm.
You just saying, well, you ain't got to be man like that to me, because I can be man too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, how do you then turn around and protect her?
Yeah, and sometimes you just got to know. And see, my thing was this. I was like, when I heard of this scenario, I was like, okay, I trust that you took care of it. But that doesn't diminish my awareness that this dude did this. So now I'm zeroing in on the dude just to make sure there's no second time. So,
man, what did you? Whoa,
hey, boy. Man, we all know why he sprayed.
Yeah. Hey, and it's killing him. It's bad when you got the spray and it's killing yourself.
This dude, man, is hilarious.
Because you nailed it. I was pointing at you. You nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly am 100% behind you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Because my role as your husband or as the man in your life does not diminish or is pushed into a ball because you felt like you handled something with a man.
Yes.
You're not talking about handling something with a woman.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not going to step in that because that's not my place.
Right.
Now you're talking about someone who's stronger, who's more aggressive, who's
more manipulative.
And you get the right guy, he doesn't give up.
Oh, boom. And that, yeah, I said that too. Go ahead, keep going.
He doesn't give up, cuz. So now, as the man in your life, I gotta lay down some foundation. I gotta add to my foundation. I gotta put you. Look here, big dog. Here's my manifesto. You didn't read this?
Yeah.
Now you stepping it. Now if you ain't gonna holler, if you gonna keep disrespecting my woman, like I mean, I hate to say it.
So hold on, Damon. He did it once. Let's stick with the one time.
Okay, so now you didn't disrespect my woman. Let's leave it at that. Because I don't want to take it to a place where somebody get hurt.
Yeah,
leave it alone.
Yeah,
let it go. It's 100 million women walking this planet. This one is taken, big dog.
Yeah,
she's taken.
And I'm gonna say this: a lot of times, guys recognize that and just stay out the way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if a mofo knew your wife been married, you say she worked there 10 years. It ain't nothing new. You done been to the Christmas parties. He done probably shook your hand, all this shit. Now you gonna try to holler at my wife?
Right.
What she got to say ain't enough. I got to go
what
holler
does
at
that
him.
say about you?
Huh?
Right.
And what does that say about you, bro? You trying to get at a grown man's what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You done known. Art, that's another great point. You done been to Christmas parties. You see the ring, you see everything going on, and you still
gonna say something?
Another man's woman.
I gotta come holler at you, man. You on some BS for real. I mean, I gotta come holler at you now. It ain't even no, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
even if it's the one time, even if it's just the one time, and it's supposed to be squashed. I still got to come sit with you, man. We got to have a discussion.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be one income in the house.
All right. So Chris said, nope. I will let her handle it. But the second time he tries it, now he got to see me. And then Chris says, my wife is a tomboy. Trust me, they don't want no smoke. And she's a probation officer, so it depends on the wife.
To a certain degree, I hear you.
Yeah.
I understand. It is to, some women, I will give Chris credit on that. When they say no, they mean no. It's some women like that. The thing is, though, Chris, there's some men out there that is smooth as ice and can break the wildest woman. He keep talking to her. She keeps saying no. He keeps saying the right thing. Eventually, she's interested.
Yeah, that's how the devil beguiled Eve.
No, I'm just saying. I know it's a lot of strong women that's like, hey, I'm going to do it. It could be one argument my wife and I can have at home. She go to work depressed. Bam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't understand me.
Yeah. Something I ain't saying all women are like that. I'm saying in certain instances, she can bring home to the job and a man can smell discord in the house.
Oh, yeah.
All the way.
Yes. The art of sweet talking has never went away.
No.
It's just kind of changed with the culture. Because I was in a conversation and talking about this one dude who, is a smooth talker. He just likes to have women around. And so any response he gets is an invitation to stay around. You can call him all kinds of names, and I'm sure he's been called these names, but just kind of yell at him, but he's enjoying the attention. Like negative attention is better than no attention.
Right.
So you're giving, in his mind, in his narcissistic mind, you're giving him permission to hang around.
Yeah. And they compute that. You're absolutely right. It's more so that, and I never take away from a strong woman. I come from a strong woman. My mother's strong. My grandmother was strong. Her mother was strong.
Yeah, they all stomp you in the chest.
Yeah. My Aunt Beverly, right now, 84, 85 years old, she's still a strong woman.
Yeah, she'll reach down your throat and pull out your lungs.
Yes, she will. But the thing is, it never took away from her femininity. She was still a woman. She still wanted to be treated as a woman. She still let the man handle his business. If anything, her strength came in backing her husband, backing their husband.
Damn Skippy.
You know what I'm saying? They became stronger when they backed their husband. My grandmother backed my grandfather to the day he died. My mama doing it right now. Auntie Bev did it. Everybody, they backed their man. That's what made them stronger. My wife was a strong woman. So I'm saying it doesn't take away. It's funny we talking about this because my wife and I was talking about this, I think either last night or the night before. We was watching something and I forget what it was, but it was like my wife was like, I just don't understand how a woman wants to be so strong yet wants a man when she needs him. That doesn't make sense to me. If you're going to be strong, be strong. But God didn't create us not to want a man and not to be protected by a man. So I don't see what a woman will want to go there for. It doesn't make sense. We were not wired that way. And we talked about an hour and a half, just like she giving perspective as if, and she went biblical. She literally was talking straight biblical, saying, this is what we supposed to do. We to help me. We don't dominate a man. We supposed to help the man when he making decisions or doing stuff like that. We give our input. We go, this is supposed to be what we do. We don't say we don't need you. We don't need you. But then when things hit the fan, we calling you, talking about, oh, you ain't do this. So I say, you're right.
Hey, look, think about this. Okay. Think about this.
Uh-oh.
The very society, like women say, I don't need no man, right? But the very thing that's giving them the rights and privileges that they have are men. The men are protecting those rights. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird to me. Right. It's like when you think about it, right? Like a tire go flat, what they gonna do? Somebody breaking the house, who they gonna call? And they're not gonna feel too safe if 2 women police officers show up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, man. I mean, and for me, it just kind of goes back to the comment that Keela mentioned, like, well, maybe we shouldn't say nothing. The thing is that, it's not really your position, and you wasn't really put in a position to determine what needs to be said and not needs to be said. Everything needs to be said so your husband can know what's going on and he can evaluate the different levels of whether this is bad or good, or how seriously do we need to approach this and deal with that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And like Damon said, that's just how we wired. And if people just do that, everything works better.
Yeah. I mean, it's a given. Yeah, it's supposed to be a teamwork thing. And one of the things I said was in this discussion was men know men. Men know men. We can't be sweet talked by another dude unless you got a little sugar in your tank to begin with. But ain't none of that going across to us. We see right through it. We know when guys playing games.
And you know what's crazy? And in our days where we knew how we got down when we was doing it until we got married.
Yes. So if a woman says,
gang recognize gang.
Yes. And so we don't get credit for knowing that stuff.
Gang recognize gang, man. It's
so KW, you are not the only woman here. Keela's here, Maddie's here. Now Joe got a good point. Joe says all this stuff could be happening because maybe she liked the attention.
And I thought about that.
And this is why I was saying in the beginning, okay, well, it is something that's making him feel like he can act like that.
Gotcha. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now, we know that our women love attention. That's all they want is attention from people they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They want their ego stroked from anybody and I don't know why. I don't know why the man they with ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they ain't focused on the right thing.
Yeah.
But I would say, damn right. She liked it. And she came home to tell you, so you know that men are still attracted to her and that you might need to get your shit together.
Well,
that's crazy. That's true.
In the scenario where I was talking about this conversation, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that she enjoyed the attention. It was just casual conversation. And so that's how I was thinking. It wasn't like
taken there though. If that's what I'm saying with the manipulative powers of a man.
Yep.
Initially, she probably didn't want to be bothered, but there could have, like I say, sometimes when you dealing with a relationship, it's possible that an argument can be carried to the workplace. She pressed, and like I said, it's almost like when a rattlesnake or a venomous snake bites the rat and the rat crawls off, the snake can still smell the rat dying. So it takes it and follows it, and that's like a man. If he can smell anything wrong, discord, depression, that fuels him to, baby, you ain't got to put up with that. What's going on?
Really? What's wrong? Martin Lawrence had Martin Lawrence had a joke about that. Remember, he said the fastest way, something about you find a woman going through trouble, and that's the easiest one-liner you can ever. He don't understand me, and he said, "Oh, really?
Yeah,
I do."
Yeah. So, it's so much that like women wear their emotions on their sleeves. They show when they don't. What's the word I'm looking for? They don't let stuff go immediately. They may try to hide it, but when they go on to work right after something went down, it shows.
Yeah,
it shows. And if a man if he's looking at her and he attracted to her, it's almost like, now's my chance. She broke. I can jump on it.
I'm gonna go get them panties.
Right? Yeah, for real. And it's more so. Not that she broken in a little argument that she had to crib. Now she's starting to listen, and now that's when the tension kicks in, because that one thing was broken, and now she needs that attention. Now she's buying that attention, and so she goes home feeling good. And if the argument between her and I is not squashed, it's back to what it was. She's going back to work so she can, and now she's looking forward to go to work. Now
now it's reinforcing what she already been feeling.
Yeah, hell yeah. Going back to not only work, but to hear this man whisper in her ear what I wasn't doing when we was arguing. But it started off as an initial, just a little argument.
Right. So let me ask you this. What if your wife says to you, well, I understand you don't trust him, but it's sounding like you don't trust me either.
Well, something wrong with your ears. So listen to what the hell I just said to you, and let me go down here and holler at this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's a simple ass conversation. What else you got?
So, okay, so let me throw it. Let me throw this out there. Same scenario. Well, let's not make it about husband and wife. Let's take it down to just two people dating. Same rules apply.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. If she come home and tell you some dude tried to holler at her, you might as well just forget about it.
Forget about what?
The relationship.
Really? No, I thought.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty odd.
We're talking about just dating. We're talking about just dating, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which means that she ain't yours.
You are breaking up, sir.
I am.
Yeah.
Art basically saying you're leasing with an option to buy.
Am I cool now?
Yeah, you cool now.
All right.
I think that's what you're saying. In the dating form, you're leasing with an option to buy.
I mean, so you pay payments.
Right. I can understand what you're saying. If you really care about this person, I would say if it was in the dating form and he came and said something, you can't be so gun-ho to go check the dude, because then that could be women. You know, women, we talking about, we manipulative women are crafty, because they come back and tell you this one thing just to see how you react. You see what I'm saying? So if she's telling you this and you going out like King Kong, beating your chest and going to holler, yeah, I don't like when men do all that, this and that, blah blah blah. Well, what you tell me for then? You see what I'm saying? So
that's like, how we supposed to act. We ain't supposed to just sit down and be like, "Oh, for real, girl, what he look like?"
Yeah, but then let's flip it. If she tells you, and you say, "Well, it is what it is," that's how you feel about me. So you gotta play it's chess, not checkers, man. You gotta play the game.
And see, that's the thing. Why are we playing games? That's
because it's presented to us as games. I know what you're saying, cuz I know that throws you off, and I'm not disagreeing with you. But it's just is thrown to us as games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that old Chucky Booker song? Why you wanna play your games on? Remember that song?
Yeah.
It's like, that's
Play your games on me.
yeah. So it's like they
Yeah. That was shit too.
It was, wasn't it?
Mhm.
It's like you putting me in this position where I have to really, in the dating world, watch how I react to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I
And
honestly
that's
don't
because,
know
and that's
where
because
what side of the fence you coming from.
yeah, but that's because they don't have no respect for men.
Mhm.
That's why they play games. They don't take what they're doing seriously. And you know, whenever they mess with guys, they just out here just messing with guys. They're not dating to get married. They're not being serious.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So anytime a woman is being all sneaky and manipulative, and it's always some little things or whatever you got to be paying attention to, she ain't serious about you. You know what I'm saying? She out there playing games. So that's why I was like, you know, you might as well just forget about it. Because honestly, you know, a real woman's gonna handle it differently.
Yeah. I got you.
If she really trying to like marry you, you know, the conversation definitely is gonna be different, and you're gonna feel it different. But you say just kind of just dating, right? Just kind of just dating. It's like, well, shit, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
not a, you know, it's
trying to holler at you. So what you trying to say? What do I need to know that shit for?
yeah, I get that. I get that when it's kind of loosely based. I get that. So KW said sometimes the woman is forced to be strong. I can see that. I can see that in this scenario. And Joe says the bottom line, everybody likes attention. Even if even if you have someone at home you love.
Shit,
wow.
Not me.
Wow.
I'm put it like this. I'll put it to you like this. Okay. Me and my wife, you know, I can be sleeping in the garage and she can be sleeping out in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't give a fuck about no damn attention. Because I got enough shit to deal with anyway. What that little attention gonna do for me? Make me feel good about myself? What, I'm some kind of punk or something? Please. I'm just saying, what did that do for a man to get attention outside of his marriage? What did it do for him?
Yeah, right. It's a false ego boost.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
exactly what it is.
I don't need nobody out here to tell me who I am or tell me how great I am or if I'm cute or good look. I don't need nobody to tell me that shit.
That's exactly what it is. You stroking a man's ego. We doing the Clarence Carter. You stroking his ego. That's exactly what it is.
Well, you just full of songs. Hey, when you did the games song, I was like, all right, cuz I do you one better. Remember the Spinners games people play?
Oh man,
night all day, they're just not there.
You know, I got an old soul when it comes to music. You going right up my house.
Shoot, I'm right there with you. Okay, so I think we all agree on that one, right? We all agree that, you know, dudes play games and men know men. So just let a man be a man. I mean, the first time you tell me, you say you handle it. Okay, let's just see how effective it is, but it doesn't lessen my alertness. I'm still on the case, waiting on his dude to strike again. You strike again, then I got to close all the doors and windows and
make sure you tell him everything. Because anything you don't say, now you look suspect.
Suspect, you say?
Anything you don't say, now you look suspect. Any little details you leave out, now it look like, well, maybe you wanted some shit to happen.
And like Cuz said, you know, he said the second time your antennas go up, imagine how you feel. You have to find out not from your wife.
Ooh, that's out there.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, he turned to Nino Brown quick. That brings he bring up a great point. If I find out not from you, why are you hiding it from me? Now I'm really thinking that it wasn't just him; it was you.
Now it's time to choke a motherfucker out. Now it's time to choke out on the job in the cubicle. In the cubicle.
You can't be
with the phone off the hook on intercom, so the whole place can hear.
You cannot be Ike Turner at her job.
All the thumping going on.
Attention, Walmart shoppers.
Doom. I'm trying to tell you.
You cannot Ike Turner at the job. You can't make her eat the cake at the job.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no cake. It's gonna be some firecracker going on at the job. It's gonna be on the news, I'm telling you.
KW says the same can be said about men as well. Men crave attention too. That was coming.
Let me clear it again. What type of men you talking about? If you talking about a real mofo, he ain't got time to care. He ain't got time to care. You talking about these little soft ones that want to wear white belts on their pants and shit.
Okay, this dude here is crazy.
Them the ones you talking about.
Swear to God. This dude, he done took it all the way up.
If you was a single man, then yeah, you want some attention because you single. If you married, the only thing that needs to be attended to is your wife.
Is your wife. Yes. That's it.
The rest of that BS go out the window.
I would say this to KW's statement.
Damn it.
The man that requires attention outside of his wife, young, old, or indifferent, to me, is soft. And let me explain why. Because if your wife is worshiping the ground you walk on, that's all the attention you need.
Period.
If, because, as a man, I know I've done some wild things. And my wife never stopped giving attention, even when we was arguing, fussing, fighting, just separating, doing all types of stuff. She always gave me attention. Even if I thought it wasn't attention I thought I deserved, she gave it to me. So the things that I did to her in lieu of us being together, I was soft. Any man that wants to go out and do a woman wrong like that when you chose to marry her,
thank you.
You're soft.
You said you were gonna be there to protect her, to love her.
After you part.
You know what I'm saying? Provide whatever the hell. This what you said. You promised God this is what you was gonna do. Now you worried about something outside.
Hey man, I mean,
you a turkey. That's what you is. You a turkey with no feathers.
Yeah,
that's what she is.
There's a reason why it's called wedlock.
Yep.
That hurt my feelings. That hurt the way you said that. You put a lot of emphasis on lock. You locked
up, man. You locked down.
Look, ow.
Hey, that's the only prison that's supposed to be joyous.
Right.
And I'm not trying to call it a prison, but you locked in with somebody. And if the animal
you chose that though.
Yeah. So I think we all agree on that. Joe said we like it though. We like that attention though. Even though we married, we still like that attention. That's what he said.
I don't like none of that shit.
Joe. All right, so we agree on that. Let's go to the second scenario. Second scenario on how men operate. How do we operate, guys, when somebody is coming over to take out our daughters?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and yank out both of them then, because I don't know what to say to him, because he already know what's on my mind, especially if I'm sitting like this.
But what's going through your mind though? Okay, this is your little girl, and I don't have daughters, right?
I got two of them.
You got two. Art got two. So it's like this dude is coming to take your daughter out. What's going through your mind, man? And because the mom is not gonna be like you. You on heightened alert.
Yeah,
that's
she
your
happy.
baby
She
girl.
ready. She getting her hair. She trying to make her as pretty as she can, and I'm trying to figure out why the hell she gotta look so good tonight.
Hey, I think I told my wife.
Damn it!
I told my wife, because my oldest daughter went to a little what they call a junior prom or whatever they called it. And she dressed up, and my daughter she done filled out. I'm like, oh my God. So she got a little dress on, and I'm like, any man that come over and holler at my daughter, he gonna have a problem. He gonna have a serious problem, because I'm almost to the point where I told my mama, I said, when I talk to my daughter's potential boyfriend, whatever, it's gonna be a shotgun laying here. It's gonna be a pistol right here, the clip on this side, and I'm gonna say, look here, if you don't love her and you can't love her, leave her here.
Well, wait.
I'm gonna have a stapler. I'm gonna have a stapler for his fingertips.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We talking about a guy. What's up, Derek Brown? What's up, sir? Okay, so we're talking about a man who comes over for the first time.
Yeah, I'm not playing no games. The law has to be laid down. You got to know
that on the first time.
Yes, because if you don't do it the first time, he gonna take advantage of that. It's not. Hey, look here, dude. We grew up in the 70s and the 80s. Where
you said the 80s.
You was given a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Parents should look at you and say, hey, okay, you know, no. This is the 2020s. These young cats is crazy. So I want them to know I'm just crazy. Don't let the age fool you.
Okay. So
the thing is,
look. If you show up
when I'm putting down something, and you talking about taking my daughter, you talking about you want to be with my daughter. So in order to be with my daughter, I'm going to put down some rules, regulations, and bylaws that you're going to have to follow.
Yeah.
If you can't follow it and treat my daughter like a queen she's supposed to be, show her the utmost respect any and everywhere she go. Her name ain't Bitch. Her name ain't HOE. Her name ain't none of that. That ain't on her birth certificate.
Right.
You can't respect my daughter and love my daughter the way she's supposed to be loved. Leave her right here. There is a man that will.
How about this? How about it ain't gonna be no first time? Ain't nobody coming over to take nobody and don't damn where. You show up when you ready to walk down the aisle.
Now how you gonna skip the whole relationship part?
They can figure that shit out after they get lit.
So see, that's why a white guy go come to your door and ask for your daughter.
I actually feel sorry for that poor white man. I really feel sorry for that poor white man.
And this is a swing line too, so you know it got some serious penetration.
If little Joey come over there and try to get his daughter, Joey in trouble.
Remember, it was Chad.
Oh yeah, Chad.
Yeah, Chad. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, them niggas wouldn't even get up the sidewalk, man.
I really feel sorry for poor Chad because Chad gonna catch the business. Oh man,
they will not even get up the sidewalk, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay, so but seriously though, it's gonna happen that some guy is gonna knock on your door to take your daughter out, right?
Yeah, I'm anticipating it.
Yeah, so if the guy comes, I know, Damon, you're gonna have the arsenal laid out all around the house.
Oh man.
And see, Art, I don't think the Art's gonna let the dude in the house. So how you gonna do that if your daughter wants?
No, he's not gonna come in. For real, he not though. He's not gonna come in.
He gonna wait out in the car, and
she gonna be outside. Me and him gonna be standing out. He is not gonna walk inside my house. Number one.
Okay.
Me and him gonna be standing outside on the porch, having a conversation we need to have, like we need to have it. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, I'm gonna determine on whether or not things are gonna proceed. And I'll either walk back in the house and say, okay, you can go ahead and go, or you ain't going nowhere with that motherfucker. Take your ass back upstairs and take them clothes off.
Keela brought up a great point. Look at what she brought up.
Who, Keela?
Yes.
She says it might be a girl.
For who?
How would they respond? So wait a minute, Keela, what do you mean it might be a girl? What
it might be a woman trying to court your woman, if that's what she's
the daughter? Oh, I treat her like a dude. I treat her like a dude.
Keela B, what's wrong with you?
I mean, I would treat her like a dude.
We in Art. That's the time she brought. That's true.
Keela B, get your head out the gutter.
That's the time we in.
It might be a girl. Ain't no might in the shit over here.
Dude, that's a
might
point. That's the time we living in. It might be a little chick trying to with a little pants on, baggy clothes.
See, I wouldn't even. I'd be the Art on that one. Let me
say this. She'll be standing on the porch by her fucking self.
Auto tune.
All night long.
Oh my good. Man, that just popped up. That I said, oh man, she right. I don't know.
No, I wouldn't allow it to happen. Not you don't come to my house picking up my daughter if you're a girl. Nah. I don't keep all that stuff away from my house. And I know how that sounds, but that's where I
keep thinking about is choking. I don't know why. I didn't picture myself just choking everybody to come up the porch. Just what? You here for who? Nigga, if you don't get your ass out of here, just choking. That's all I keep saying.
That's a great point. And see, now, remember when we was growing up, they was doing, they was in the closet. They couldn't really, it was hidden. They couldn't do nothing. They couldn't get married. They couldn't, now you can't do nothing but see it. And they demand respect, which is a whole nother topic.
Yeah, they demand it, but they don't earn it.
It's so much. It's so much.
So let me so Joe brings up another good point, right?
Joe fried, man.
so and this one is dedicated to you, Mr. Art.
It probably is.
Suppose
and you know what? And Joe barking up the wrong tree now. Joe don't know who he's fucking with. But keep it coming, Joe. You gonna learn today.
So if a guy comes to your house to take out your daughter and he got a cigarette just like you doing.
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna do? Does it make a difference that he's smoking?
I'm the only nigga that smoke.
You know what's crazy? Hey, I go back. I don't know. I go back to who in the. I go back to all I can.
Ain't nobody smoking but me.
I'm gonna go back to me growing up, and my grandfather used to smoke like a chain, and my uncle still smoked like a chain, and I don't know, Granny dealt with it. She didn't like it, so maybe it was more so of the characteristics, the 80-20 rule that was on the 20 side that she couldn't see. Me, I never liked the smell of cigarettes. I was more of I used to smoke cigars, but I gave that up quick. So I don't know if cigarettes
is a deal breaker for you.
A deal breaker for me because I dealt with it. So it's like I don't know if it's a deal breaker or not. My wife can't stand it, so that might be a deal breaker for her.
Yeah.
You know what the boy should know, at the very least, is that you just don't do that in front of the girl dad.
Parents.
There you go.
Okay. Yep.
That's one of the sign of shit in your car or whatever, and then if I get to know you a little bit and shit, and we outside and it's like, hey, can we have a smoke? Okay, or whatever, right? But you can't run up and you knocking at the door and you puffing shit. Yeah. Is she airing now? Hell no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
get the hell out of here, man.
That get the door slammed in your face.
Yeah.
It's about the respect.
It is respect.
Get your ass off my porch.
Right.
I'm the only one that smoked.
So Derek Brown says, you have to ask for birth certificate these days. You're right, because some of these girls are like dudes.
They do. It's crazy. They do. Dress like them too.
Yeah.
Just why we need more bullets.
Keela says exactly, Damon. I believe she agreed with that point. I forgot what you said, but she agreed with it. KW said, no, I'm not speaking on all men, but some men do crave just as much attention as women. We passed that topic a while ago.
Hey, look, and the point and the thing is that those men
are soft
that crave shit like women probably like men.
Hey, so KW says, Art, please don't act like this doesn't happen when in reality it happens. And Keela says sex change operations are at an all-time high.
Right. You're right. She's absolutely correct.
The general consensus is dating for our children is straight up hell.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I have a 0 tolerance rule for bullshit. Because any little piece of bullshit mean all this other shit over here in these comments can happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These days, if you not walking that straight and narrow, you can be off into some other shit easy.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Easy. And you can't, as a man, you can't lay down your convictions for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you bend a little bit, maybe. But most times you got to stay as rigid as possible, because there's always going to be something trying to yank you this way, yank you that way. It's going to be your kids, your wife, shit they want. They see shit in the world. They want to do this and be involved in all these things. It's your job to make sure that you say no every single time it's necessary.
Yes,
and meet it and stand on it. You know what I'm saying?
Totally hey, we got to be. When James Evans was on TV, he
James
was
a shit.
The poster child for the masculine line across your doorway.
Every time James yelled and got angry, I smiled.
But there are some Florida Evanses out there that try to water James down, and that's what she did almost every episode. And that leads me to the third scenario. So we agree on this one too, right? Okay. The third scenario is disciplining children. Now, I got to tell you, my mama, she beat the heck out of us like she was enjoying it. But, you know, and she going to be watching this too. I mean, not that, you know, we all grown. She don't like to talk about when she used to beat the heck out of us. But I got to say, every I was going to say beating. Every whooping we got was warranted. Now, I think I got like 7 or 8 whoopings for busting 7 or 8 windows in the neighborhood, right?
You was a horrible child.
But she ain't know about the other 55.
Now she do.
You need a couple more whippings, huh?
You go over there and I keep go upside your head, you know what?
Man, she was paying for window after window after window. So when I got away with it, I got away with it. Because I'm not taking no more of them beatings. And I mean, you know, who knew that a golf ball bounces so much on ground? I'm just thinking it's like a tennis ball, right? Then I threw that thing and it bounced in the middle of the street. I was like, man, I can't tell. One time I was running with a shovel, right? Don't ask why. I'm running with a shovel. I run up to this fence. I throw the shovel over the fence and I'm going to hop over the fence. Shovel stuck in the ground and then went and the handle just bust somebody's basement window. She didn't know about that. So I'm playing baseball, right, with a basketball. Somebody throwing a basketball at me and I was going to hit it with the bat. Totally missed the basketball as big as it is. The bat slips out my hand the other way and stuck in somebody's window. She don't know about that.
Well, she know now 40 years later.
So I'm playing with my friend, right, on his porch, and we wrestle, and I push him into a screen door, and his butt go through the window. She don't know about that.
Don't come down to my house doing nothing. For real, man. Because you the window guy. For real.
So, hey. So my mama is the exception. But sometimes you have a kid who deserves discipline, spanking, and you got that Florida Evans trying to talk James out of doing what he got to do.
Yeah, spare the rod, spoil the child.
It don't say that. Bible don't say that.
What do it say? Beat the hell out of them kids?
If you spare the rod, you hate your child because you're sending them out in the world to be disciplined by people who don't love them. It don't say spoil a child. It says you hate them if you spare the rod.
I remember spoil.
Nah, it don't say that.
You probably do hate them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you have to discipline your children. I'm not trying to say you have to hit them every time, but I am saying that hitting can sometimes be necessary.
Yeah. I mean, a rod don't mean that you actually got to go upside their head. You know what I'm saying? It's just the rod is a form of correction. It means correct, to be correct.
It does, yeah. And it's not abuse. It's just so you remember this feeling the next time you want to do it. That's why after that 7th whooping, I was a detective and had nose busted windows.
Joe say use that belt. Yeah.
Man, I wish we did get whoopings with belts. So what do you say to let's just say you have to discipline one of your children and your wife is like, no, don't do that. Let's just talk to him today.
I'm whooping that ass.
But you just go override what your wife is saying.
Who am I? Who am I?
Look who I'm talking to. You forgot who you was talking to?
Yeah, I did.
I'm just gonna override what she said. Okay, she could say, I don't think we should. And I'm gonna say, well, I think I should. We cannot do it some other day, but I'm gonna whoop that ass today.
Okay, so does that put you and mama in a little contentious environment?
So, but if I've decided that an ass whooping is warranted, it's because it's warranted. It's not because, I'm overly emotional or I'm just being mean or I just want to hurt somebody. It's because I done weighed my options. I done looked at the situation like, yeah, you're going to need to get it for this.
Yeah.
Because if this continues or if you feel like you ain't got to come all the way out of this, it's going to be worse the next time.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get it right now.
Well, let's talk about this for a minute. Okay, so hold on a minute. Maddie says, whatever my mama got her hands on. I know that's right.
Man.
My mom was the sole breadwinner. When she came home from work, she ain't want to hear no bad news. So Layla Thomas says, he that spares the rod hateth his son.
Mm-hmm.
She looked it up. There it is, Proverbs 13:24. But he that loveth him chases him betimes. I mean, over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
So it says you hate your son.
Hey, Derek brought up, I remember the time that James disciplined somebody else's son. I remember that one too.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he gave him the Big Mac, couldn't sit down.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Right. And Florida tried to stop that.
Yeah,
and look, and nobody came to his house to tell him he was wrong for doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what made our era so great, because the statement it takes a village to raise a child was literally true back then.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, if you deserve discipline, you got discipline.
Yeah.
Parents back then, unless they was just drunks or alcoholics or drug addicts, they didn't discipline you just because.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you got disciplined, you deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you did wrong and somebody else caught you doing wrong, the discipline was, your parents gonna find out.
Oh yeah.
And when they do, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times you've got that discipline up front when you got caught.
Yes, indeed.
And then you had to go get some more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if somebody else's mama had to spank you, you got to spank him because somebody else's mama had to spank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, we came out disciplined children.
Yep.
So Keela says James whipped somebody else's kids. He didn't whoop his own, just yelled. I can't think of one episode where he whooped him. I can. Well, they wouldn't show him. They can't show that.
Right.
But they made references to when they did get disciplined by James.
Oh, yeah. JJ made references all the time.
Yeah, because that's where the Big Mac came from. Because they said, I hope he didn't get the Big Mac.
Because he took his hat off.
Yeah. So he did, an innuendo kind of discipline them. But they couldn't show it. But yeah. So that's the deal.
Maddie, that's a good point. Some people did have a dad that only had to use his voice and look. So you'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. Because see, my father was like that. My father was so calm and cool. The one time I actually seen him get my brother shocked me, because even when he walked in the house, he was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Man, my brother walked in the house, my father grabbed him by his neck and threw him in that room. I said, okay, Jay, I don't know what you did, but Daddy don't whoop people, bro. he usually will talk to you and give you a look.
Yeah.
My father was small in stature, but he had heavy hands. So if he hit you, felt it.
Yeah. Your father, Jim Kelly.
Man, I swear, bro. My father didn't really do much like that, Aaron. And when he got hold to my brother, And he was kicking my brother's butt to the point my brother told me, "Oh, stop, I gotta pee." I said, "Yeah, you done did something. I don't know what you done did something." Most men, man, like I had to get at my sons a few times, man. Like, hey, when I tell you to do something, you better damn well do it. And
right.
I don't need to hear none of that. And then when they got grown, they got a little older. I want to say it's different now. They feel like you can test. You can test and test.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a man, bro, and I'm a man, and I'm your father. Mm-hmm. And don't let it fool you. I will put you in one of these wrestling holds till you submit.
The camel clutch. Put that nigga in the camel clutch.
I will put you in the scorpion deathlock, and you won't get out of it.
I forgot all about the camel clutch.
Yeah, that iron sheet. Put that camel clutch on there, man.
So when they did, they talk about it now. My father used to kick our butt, this and that. And they even be like, "Man, that's the last thing I ever did wrong was run up on my father."
I ain't getting no whoopings. I was
a man, but I ain't know he was that good. Yeah, you had to find out the hard way.
Yeah,
so I didn't get no whoopings. I was a good.
I didn't either. I didn't try my parents like that, man.
Like my father whooped my ass one real good time when I was 12.
My father punched me in the chest. That's how I knew he was heavy-handed. I had said something smart, and he hit me so hard in the chest. I say never again. No.
Richard Pryor said when his father hit him in his chest wrapped around his fist.
Yeah, wrapped around his fist. Yeah.
That's what my father did, bro. I said something to my pops, man, and it caught him off guard, and he hauled off. Boom! I was like, you know how Bernie Mac say you hit him, and you can't cry because you got to catch that breath. Man, he hit me so hard, bro. I said, "Oh, never again."
Hey, and Bernie Mac was right. That shit penetrates your soul when you do it like
that. Yeah.
Telling you, man.
Man, I mean, hey, man.
Joke when I'll never get this joke. He said he was being nosy, and his grandma was talking, and she didn't even look. She was just like, and just you know what I'm saying. That's how it was back in the day, man.
It was.
They didn't play games. Discipline was the core of the black family. You obey and you show respect. If not, you're disciplined.
Yeah, you show respect. And
it was ostracized.
Yeah. So Derek Brown said James didn't have to spank his kids because he kept them in check from the beginning. Maddie says Ma had looks also, especially in church. Oh yeah. Church. Yeah. And Derek Brown said my dad invented the choke slam.
How old is Derek Brown? Is Derek Brown 70?
No, Derek Brown is about my age.
About your age? That's 70.
That choke slam. Oh.
All right, man. Look, we coming up on the end of the show. So we gonna end it by talking about 5 things that's man code violations, right? I'm gonna go first to give y'all a chance to think of 5 things that are man code violations. All right. So
you're young, man.
He's 56. And it's a possibility now. I'm doing the math. It's a possibility that his father did come up with the choke slam. That's why I was trying to figure out how old he was.
He a young fella.
I kind of think my mama started that because she used to do this thing called the claw hold. Once she got you around your neck, she held
the global clutch.
Yeah.
Hey,
especially man, she used to do it when she deemed that you was talking back.
Yeah,
and she made sure you don't have to win to talk.
Yeah,
back.
To shut your ass up. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, you remember?
And they had that look on their face too, like.
If you remember Star Trek, Spock used to come up to you and do like that. Granny,
put the shit on you,
grab you right here, and you be like, "Oh." She'll bring you down to her level.
Hey, look, let me just say this right quick. It was real fucked up being a kid sometime back in the day because them situations just tear you to pieces. Like, oh man, my dad just fucked over me bad. You know what I'm saying? But you grew up right.
You
did. With the utmost respect, man.
You came up and the way you move, everything you did shit like men supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a certain level.
Yeah,
you talking about a real man. It takes a certain level of shit to create one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get no diamond by sitting on it. By just sitting on some coal and farting a couple times. They ain't gonna be no heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, needs pressure.
That's true, bro. You're absolutely right.
For real.
Keela says, I didn't go through all that.
Oh, okay.
Excuse
Well,
us.
shit.
Excuse us for being.
Well,
rowdy.
she may need some then.
So
And
five things that are man code violations. Number 1, no man should wear split toe sandals
Oh, totally agree.
what are them, like flip flops or something?
Yes.
with a little thing go between the big
Yeah.
toe and the
Oh
neck.
man,
Totally
No man should do that, right?
that shit feel like a thong.
Number 2, no man should say bye-bye.
I would tend to agree with that one too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. No man should say bye-bye.
No, you
Right.
can't even do this.
Yeah, you can't do that. You know, you got to do the fist or the nod or something.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
the bro man, nah, you got.
now
Yeah, when you're walking through the store, like, what up?
Yeah. Keela says, "What's wrong with flip flops on a man?
It don't
Nothing
look
wrong with
right.
flip flops, but the split toe.
Yeah, that don't
no,
look right on a man.
no.
I hate them.
Something is wrong with flip flops. Let's just say it.
I can see sandals. I got a pair of sandals. My kids brought me some green bay.
Okay, maybe some sandals.
I got, but the ones Aaron talking about, the little what they call them, beach sandals, whatever they call. No, no man should wear them.
Yeah,
I agree with my cousin on that.
yeah. Number 3, no man should fight like this.
Nope. Nope.
Sometimes you ain't got no choice.
That's a cardinal sin.
Sometimes you might be fighting 3-4 assailants. You might just need to windmill them
Oh,
niggas.
that should be in the 10 Commandments. Thou should not swing wild.
Right.
I agree with that.
So, Keela said, no man should say period or we outside.
Period. I say period. I say shit. Period.
Hey, I'm with Derek on this one. Thou should not wear skinny jeans.
Yeah, man, that's some.
Derek. I'm with you completely on
How
that.
about first and foremost, thou shalt not buy skinny jeans.
Right. I mean, the only guys that should wear any kind of thin pants are the Temptations, and even they done doing that.
Right.
They shouldn't have worn no damn thin ass pants themselves.
Hey, man, that was a style in the 60s, though.
It
But-
was
yeah.
on stage. Them niggas wasn't in church like that.
No, they weren't. All right. So, what? How many I got to go? 2.
Two more, 3 more. I don't know.
I think 2.
Make up 5 motherfuckers.
Well, you got 2 more.
I got 2 more.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Here we go. Bro code. Bro code. Thou shalt not wear a white belt.
Yeah, that's kind of. Yeah, I ain't never thought about that. I would never buy a white belt.
I never owned a white belt.
With white shoes to match.
Yeah,
I never owned a white belt.
I never knew what that meant, but I wouldn't buy one. Yeah,
I never owned a white belt. It was something about white with a belt that just didn't.
Even if all your clothes is white, you don't wear no white belt.
I didn't buy a white belt. It didn't do me no good. It was something about a white belt that just didn't fit.
You couldn't whoop me with no white belt.
You want a man belt? Give me a.
As soon as my mama pull out the white belt, it's like, oh, for real? That's what you gonna whip me with? That's what you gonna whip?
But white belts, they don't even make those to be whooped with.
Hey, Derek say white belt like Pops on the Wayans Brothers.
Oh yeah. Now Pops did wear a white belt.
And he could do it because he was macaroni. Get your mind right.
Hey,
every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
You in the kitchen eating up all the food. Hey, what he say? He say, "Don't be pussy whip. Reverse it. Whip that pussy like this here. Look,
bang, 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 bang."
He gets so excited he knock himself off.
He's stupid. I don't know what's something about a white belt I couldn't do.
Yeah, white belts are. I mean, now look, there's one time you can wear a white belt when you are a beginning karate student.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
and you got to get at that shit fast as you can.
Yeah,
So
go
you
up
all
to
them,
the
all
Yeah,
them
I
moves,
took
go
it
learn
right,
your
yeah.
shit. Real good.
I got my green belt.
Yeah. Okay, so Keela says men that stand next to other men in the bathroom and they're empty urinals. Yes, that's another man code.
Yeah,
That's the
buddy.
perfect one. If you
Yeah,
got three urinals and you got a guy on the end, got a guy on the other end, that middle one stays empty.
Yeah, buddy.
The middle one stay empty.
Yeah, you got to go use the toilet.
If you can hold it,
Hey, you got to go use the toilet because
you can't hold it.
I'm not.
Hey, keep your eyes on that wall. This the man code. Keep your eye on that wall right up in front of you.
Yes.
Right there. No, you know what I'm talking about. Just like 3 inches up. Look right there.
Yeah,
right.
You should be concentrating on peeing.
Right, exactly. Number 5. All right, so this one is probably have a little controversy. No man should have a perm.
I didn't need one.
I fucked around, got relaxing one time. I think
I didn't need one.
I had long hair and I had long braids. I was a young guy, like 26. I had my shit was long and pretty. You know, I didn't put that thing in my hair, make my shit lay down.
It's only 2 guys, man. It's only 2 or 3. Keela brought up one. It was 3 guys that actually got away with it. 3.
Yeah. Well, Prince, Michael Jackson, they get a pass.
No, I was gonna say the guys that really got away with it was Prince, James Brown,
yeah,
and Snoop. Snoop was another one that got away with it because he kept his hair long. He did. You could tell he was a 70s person.
Yeah,
the way he.
What about Al Sharpton?
Man, he didn't get away with it. He didn't get away with it.
And the reason why I say Snoop, hear me out, fellas. The reason why I say Snoop because Snoop had a 70s vibe with his. It was always like laid. It was he dressed in a way that you didn't really pay no attention to his perm.
I don't know now, Damon.
I don't know now.
Yeah, you hear something in there, Damon. You better back off. You better back off.
No, because back then he would put on like when he wore his hair down, he was in suits. He had a hat on, and it made you think of Dolomite and the Mac and all of them. It made you. He gave you a 70s vibe. He got away with it.
I don't think
he got away with it. James Brown got away with it because he actually made it. He actually made it cool.
Okay, let me say this: could Snoop have got away with it if he worked at Walmart?
No.
All right, then you can't get away with it.
No, but that's not necessarily true, Art. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily like the rappers Outkast, Big Boy and Andre. They did all that.
Andre did.
Yeah, Andre.
Big Boy stayed natural. But Andre didn't start wearing his shit like that until he got with Erykah Badu, and she was doing in that witchcraft and drove him nuts, and that's when he started acting crazy.
Okay, I don't
in
know
the very beginning, because I remember I was down there when them niggas first got started.
Me too.
In the very beginning, all of them was tough as hell, and then he got with her. They made the song Miss Jackson, and now he got long hair.
Yeah, I was down there too. I'm just saying what I'm saying. The guys that really got away with it. Mike really had it wasn't really a perm, it was more of a curl. So you looking at a guy like James Brown made it cool. James, you couldn't see James no other way but with a perm.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I seen him with an afro before, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying I seen him with an afro too, but
he was tough.
If you looked at James Brown,
but wait,
you will always remember him with his perm.
Here's another guy who got away with a perm. Barry White.
Yeah.
Barry White got away with
it too.
Yeah,
because he was the big guy. He was the crooner. He had the, you know what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this question:
you know what I'm saying?
If Barry White worked for IBM, could he get away with it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fire his ass. He couldn't come in there with that shit like that.
Hey, he could. I think he could.
He had to sing his way in the door every day.
Those guys. Here's the difference. Barry White and Prince, even before then, their perms was somewhat low. It came out right here. Mm-hmm. They wasn't long like Snoop was. Snoop had a relaxer and he pressed his out. He went to the Dolomite days and the pimp type stuff. Now he got dreads.
Yeah, he was wearing bonnets now. But look, him and DJ Quick when they did the roller curls.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was like, come on.
That is a derivative.
DJ couldn't get away with it either.
Listen, that is a derivative of the sissies in jail.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Think about it. Your mama wore rollers. What you got them for?
Mm-hmm.
Your hair ain't natural like that. You don't do that shit to your hair.
You talking about the big worm rollers and fries.
I'm talking about all that shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's up, Big Perm? I mean, Big Worm.
Yeah.
I
So
get
if
it.
these guys weren't famous, they couldn't get away with that. Not one day.
Yeah.
My daddy couldn't have went on his job at Annapolis Hospital working in an accounting department with no damn perm.
I mean, if you really want to be honest, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's in the 70s, everybody wore hair, whether it was fro, whether it was permed, whether it was it didn't, the 70s was big hair. Everything now, that's why I try to explain to my kids, what y'all doing now is coming full circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the stuff we did that when we was kids.
Yeah.
So what y'all think y'all making popular? We looking at y'all like, man, knock it off. We did this 30 years ago.
Yeah, and see, their version is so much ugly and cluttered.
It is. It's not combed. It's not shaped. It looks matted. It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't have a
style
to it.
It doesn't make sense. It looks like I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah.
It's chaos.
It looked like I just
chaos. Doing. And it's chaos. It's chaos because ain't no man stepping in saying you look like a fool.
Right.
Period.
Back to our topic.
Right.
How men operate. Right.
True.
So, but look, we coming to the end, brothers, of this show. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this commercial real quick. We will come back with our takeaways. And then we're going to end it. All right? Cool. Looking for good homemade cuisine at a reasonable price for your next event? Well, look no further. Hightower Catering. The best caterer in the city is just a dial away. Hightower Catering. Let Chef Hightower and his staff bring good food and good moves to your next social event. Hightower Catering. Hightower Catering has a wide array of cuisine made by his own special seasonings. Hightower Catering does it all. Call Hightower Catering today. Hightower Catering. Good food equals good mood. Hightower Catering. Call Hightower Catering at 313-478-6030. That's 313-478-6030. And find us on Instagram and Facebook. All right. So, Damon, what you got?
Hey, I say this. It's hard out here being a man nowadays, man.
Yeah, man.
It's hard out here because as a man in the era that we were raised when we were young, we did have men that weren't afraid to tell us to put us in check, tell us when we're wrong, and they weren't afraid to be men to us, to give us positivity and tell us what needs to be done.
Yeah.
So when you are walking this planet in the day and age that we in now, where we have to be careful what we say, we have to watch what we do, we have to cater to people we normally wouldn't cater to. We're forced to do things we normally weren't forced to do. You're trying to make us accept things we normally wouldn't accept because the government and the ways of the world have become wicked and not allowing a man to be a man. I say this, it's hard out here for being a man. Doesn't stop being one, though.
Right. It takes courage just to be a man nowadays.
What's up?
Art, what you got?
My takeaway? Shoot. I'm just gonna do what the hell I need to do. Say what the hell I need to say. And a lot of people may not like it, and they may not understand it, but damn it, it's what the hell need to be done and said.
Yes, sir.
There's plenty of people that's gonna say you should probably do it differently. But damn it, you ain't over here. You ain't sitting over here with me. You ain't dealing with the shit I'm dealing with. Worry about your own shit. And let me handle mine.
Right.
Everything will be just fine. And I ain't got to kill nobody and choke nobody out. Shit like
that. My takeaway is, just like Damon, I echo Damon. And I echo Art too. To be a man takes a lot more courage than it used to. It takes a lot more stick-to-itiveness, because you know the whole culture of the world now is trying to make us not do our jobs, and kids are in charge, and you know they beating up teachers is because they have no discipline. And who's supposed to bring the discipline? Us. You know, so it's getting harder and harder to be a man. And when you get a well-to-do guy, you gotta respect him. So that's how men operate. Those are my takeaways, because you know, a lot of the times, a lot of things are feminized, and I hate to bring up specific names, but we all know a famous couple whose son decided to be a girl, and the dad is like, "Oh, no." It just takes courage to keep going in the way that you should go.
You know, masculinity is not measured in your height, nor by your wallet.
Fact.
But
Say that again.
But in your actions.
Say that again, bro.
You know,
That's facts, man. That's
your
facts.
actions and decisions, and people mistaken tall, briskly men, however you want to call them, for masculine men.
Right.
And they don't even stand up in their own house. They women run their house.
Yeah.
And bring all type of nonsense in it.
Right.
I ain't gonna say nothing. But.
No, you telling the truth on that, bro. Because that being a man takes more than bringing in the money, and you 6'6", 270 pounds. That don't make you a man.
Yeah.
Make you a man was how you treating other men, and how you carry yourself walking this planet. How do you respect a woman? How do you respect people? Period. That's a man.
How you raise your children.
How you raise your children. How you treat your wife the way she needs to be treated. That's that's a man. How you honor your mother and your father. That's a man.
How you go up to the job and front off this dude that's hitting on your wife. That's a man.
Right. The rules and regulations that you set in place for your family's protection and education.
Yeah.
That's it.
I hear you.
Facts on that, fellas.
Hey, and the number of bullets in your gun, baby. The number of bullets. You couldn't be no man and you got a gun and you got 3 bullets in it.
That makes you a lunatic.
Something wrong with your ass.
All right, man.
Fill up your clip.
That's gonna do it for us for another edition of the Man Cave.
Plenty of people to shoot. Fill that clip up. Go down to Mars. Take care of business.
What y'all say? I'm trying to make it next weekend. Another show next weekend. Because we got to fit in a whole bunch of shows before Damon goes solo.
I'm still, man. There you go. There you go.
You know what? I quit now.
There you go.
Damon, you want to hire me? I'll come on your side.
Everybody stop. Don't listen to Aaron. Aaron's sleepy. You got to go to work tomorrow. Don't listen to Aaron.
Hey, tomorrow's King Day. I get to sleep in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he tired. He's sipping on something, so don't listen to what he's talking about.
Yeah, apple juice.
Yeah. Cran apple juice.
Yeah, cran apple spiked with lemon.
Yeah. On the rocks. Yeah.
that's chaser.
Hey, that actually sounds kind of good.
Yeah, man. Shoot.
Damn.
You ain't got to be a drunk to have a drink.
Hey, no, for real. Cran apple.
You ain't got to be drunk to be drinking either.
Hold on. Cran apple with a little sparkle. That sounds kind of good while you playing.
What kind of liquor you gonna put in it?
Nothing.
Oh, well, you ain't talking about nothing.
That sounds kind of good. See, I kind of slowed back on my drinking. If it was back in the day, cran apple would have probably been 1738 or something like that. But I don't do that no more.
All right, so we got to get out of here. I want to thank everybody who left a comment. Maddie, Keela, B, Derek Brown, KW, Joe, Maddie, I think there's Layla Tom. Oh, that's your daughter.
That's my baby. Yeah, she don't play with that scripture. She don't be playing, bro. You better watch out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Thanks you guys for participating in our show. We'll be back next week with another topic that I'm sure and Chris Tucker. Can't forget Chris Tucker and Kim Glenn.
Appreciate y'all.
We're gonna come back with another topic that's gonna be fire. Don't know what it is.
Say it with your chest.
Ladies, he talking to the men.
Right. Deuces.